And because sometimes we don't have that understanding, and sometimes we leave our family out there to just be on their own because they have challenges with this mental health. We never know what happened to them, what made them snap like that, because it had to be something to make them snap to the point where their mind is they lost their mind. You know, I have seen my mama lose her mind to the point where she was talking to somebody and to the point where she was just out of her mind. We couldn't sleep. She would just open the door and just leave. And it was scary because I would never leave her. I don't care what she does, because I understand that she have a mental challenge. I understand that that's her. That's her. So we're just going to just talk about a little bit about mental health and what it does to the family, and how we can just get a better understanding of what it is and what we can do.
Right. And I'm just going to chime in, like for mental health for our community, which is the Black community, it's more like a stigma. It's something that we usually do not talk about. We all have somebody that we know or a family member that might live with us, like you said, your mother, that has that. So what you usually see, you might have somebody have an auditory or visual hallucination, meaning they're seeing things that aren't there or hearing things that aren't there, and they might react or act out because they don't know how to actually deal with it. So you might see them presenting with drinking excessively, using illicit drugs, weed, marijuana, prescription drugs, because they are trying to deal with something that's internal, but we are not there to able to help them or see what's going on with them. So I usually suggest is always, if you know someone's going through that, kind of approach them first, and kind of it's a safe place. We're here to help you, try to get you some help, and then take it over to the professional people, such as your therapist, your psychiatrist, who can prescribe medications for them. It makes a big difference. And know that it's a lifelong disease, just like if you have high blood pressure, your diabetes, it's lifelong. It does not go away. You're able to maintain it and actually control it. They will have flare-ups, meaning they might, maybe a year from now, have auditory hallucinations. They might start hearing things again. Just know when to intervene as far as seeking a healthcare profession for that. So just know that it is a stigma in our community. There is help out there. Just to know that you need to be as support as possible. As possible. And just know that it's a lifelong disease, and be able to be there for them, and know that there's help.
Yeah. And I agree with that. It's a life going disease, because I've been going through this since I've been born with my mom. At first, I didn't understand what was going on. I just thought my mom was just mean. You know, I didn't like her. I hated her because I didn't understand what was going on. I just thought she was mean, you know, until about 15. And I realized that my mom, I don't know how I got the understanding of that she have a mental illness, but I just, that passion. No, that's my mom, you know, regardless of what she's going through or what she have, that's still my mom, you know. Right. And I had to just take myself out of the equation and just realize this is my mom. She has schizophrenic, and just now I need to learn how to deal with it. Right. You know, now I need to learn how to because it takes a lot of patience. It takes a lot of patience to because sometimes they may say something and you be like, you know, you want to fight them, you know, because they might say something out of the way. Because my mom, she's the type of person that she gonna say what's on her mind regardless. And she still cooks. You know, she don't cook now because we do all the cooking because she's been sick a lot. But my mom, she was cooking. She was, you know, doing all kind of stuff, you know, because, you know, sometimes when folks have mental illness, it's certain stuff they're not able to do. Correct. You know, like taking care of themselves, bathing and cooking and stuff. But, you know, thank God she was able to still do things, learn things. You know, sometimes folks have mental illness, they don't know how to read, they don't know how to write. You know what I'm saying? She did all those things. She was just a mom that had a mind of a child. Right. And I had to realize that this is her. You know, and I accepted it, and I still do accept it. Now I just laugh. Now I just laugh if she says something out of the way, or I just try to teach her as well. Because my mom now, she's at the point where she's very teachable. So now I just teach her, and then my kids play a big part in it as well. My kids know that their grandmama have a mental illness, And so they play a big part in that too, is helping her. They know that's their grandmama, they love her. So they play a big part in that too. So a support system is very important when you have mental illness. It's very good that you have that support system and also that love.
Right.
That love. And I think that's really, that love is really that got my mom well. Got her to realize that we love her regardless of what she have or what she's going through. We still love her. So I think that support system, that understanding, and that love to realize that your family have a mental illness. Because my brother have it too. You know, it runs in my family, so my brother have it too. And that's a whole nother discussion. You know, because he don't realize that he have it. So when the person that have mental illness, they don't realize they have it, they gonna be rebellious. They gonna think they know it all. They don't think that.
Are you picking on them?
Yeah. Right. So when they don't realize they have a mental illness, then that's gonna be rebellions, and they're gonna be frustration. They're gonna be angry, and you two gonna be going back and forth. So first of all, that person gotta realize you have a mental illness.
Right.
You know.
The fact that they do.
Right. And sometimes you guys will see a lot of denial. They might have those things that I talked about earlier, the hallucinations. They might have them, but they're not ready to acknowledge it. So you might see them, like you said, acting out, being kind of aggressive or angry because they don't know how to manage it because it's something that they're probably ashamed of, or the people around them are not accepting of what disease that they do have. So you will see a lot of that. But just like you said, being loving, encouraging, and supportive, and knowing that, we can get you help. If I can't control it and help you, I can give you to another resource to help you to get through it, and just let them know that it is okay. It's no different from, like I said, someone has diabetes or hypertension or high cholesterol. You got to manage it, and that's what you need to do.
Because any of us can snap. Any one of us can lose our minds. Something just can bother us, and our mind can just snap. Because that's an organ there. Right. And you put too much pressure up there, it's going to snap or it's going to do what it do, So we have to realize that, like stress. Not be stressing because they're going to cause things to shift. And you don't want them to shift. Right. And that's how you wonder why you seeing things or you hearing things because you made something shift because you're stressing, or even what you eat, or... Everything plays a part of what's going on in your body. What you eat, how you sleep, if you're exercising, the people that you're around. Everything plays a part, I think, into what's going on with your brain and your body. It plays a part in it. I don't care what nobody say. It does. It all works together. It all works together. Because my auntie, she didn't have a mental illness till she lost her kids. Right. When they took her kids, that's when her mind shifted to another frequency. I think they're on another frequency that we're not on. That's what I believe. They're on another frequency. What frequency you on? Let me tune into it. Let me tune on it. Let me see what they saying. So I think that's that we as a Black community, we need to realize that mental illness is a disease and it's real.
Yes, that's right. And think about the oppression and things that we have experienced. We still have people that have not dealt with that. Yeah. And so you got to think of that constant day-to-day being oppressed. Of course you're going to have anger, you're going to be anxiety all the time because you're living in that type of environment. Yeah. So just know stressors and your environmental factors play a role also in your mental well-being and health as well.
And you be wondering why I knew homeboy or homegirl when they were young, how you just shoot all them people like that. Right. You know what I'm saying? How you just mess with that girl like that because they dealing with something.
Right.
It's mental.
Right. You're not in your right mind, as we usually say. So like you said, the mental health is something very big, and it is a stigma, and we need to learn how to be resources to people. If you know someone, just let them know it's okay and reach out to them and realize that there is help for them. Yes. There is a light in the tunnel. You don't have to live in silence and not get help. Because what happens, you see people who go 20, 30 years without getting help. They suffer in silence. Yeah. And it's just really sad to see. You could have had a better outcome for your life, So I just think people should be open to that at this point.
Yes. And that's the thing. Being open-minded is very important. You have to be open-minded to what's going on with you, because you know that you have something going on in your mind. You just ain't accept. You know that you have something going on. Something is not right. You know it. So I think we just, and having just having that family support is very important. We have to learn how to as African American people, we have to get back into family.
Right.
Get back into being connected, so we can so you can have that support system. Right. Support system when you're going through something. So I think that's very important, that we as a community realize that mental illness is a disease, and we have to get a hang of it. Are we gonna have more suicide rates gonna continue to go up, folks killing people?
It's just younger and younger.
Right.
Yes.
Right. You see people live streaming those suicides at this point. It's a cry for help.
Yeah.
They're crying out, someone to help me, look at me, see what's going on in my life.
Yeah. Paying attention, because it's not about you all the time.
It's not.
Pay attention to what the person going through. If they are crying out to you, take some time and sit there and just listen.
That's all they need sometimes, is for somebody to listen.
Yeah.
And actually care.
Yeah.
Not want anything in return.
Exactly.
Because a lot of people have their hand out. They're going to do something for you if you do something for them.
No, do you have any suggestion of how you can get a person to take their medication? Because my husband has a family member that was diagnosed with ADHD and paranoia. Okay. But he just taking his medication because of the way it makes him feel.
Right. Usually if you experience side effects from your medication, you need to speak to your doctor about it. And they can change your dosage, and they can change the type of medication you're on. If they're a person who they don't like to take pills, you can always do IM injections. If it's a medication, you can do that as well. So they probably need to have a conversation with their doctor and kind of see what's best for them, depending on the symptoms they're having, the side effects that they're having, and if they can alter the route of the medication that they're having at that point. So just kind of be open and tell them to keep a diary or log of what happens when they take their medication. Are they taking it that morning? They might need to take it at nighttime and let it go through their system the next 24 hours, but it'll still be in there therapeutically, meaning it's in a level that maintains their symptoms or manages any type of side effects that they might have. Okay. So just kind of reach out to that person and kind of get a log and have them document what's going on with the medicines, how it makes them feel, any major side effects that they don't like if it's making them too drowsy, maybe they need to change the dosage. Maybe they may change the form of the medicine as well.
You say making. What you mean by making them? They like it.
It makes them dazed, he just don't want to do anything.
Yeah,
and he doesn't like that feeling because he's the type of person that like to.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
It could be. It might be the dosage might be too high, or they might need to break the doses to where he might get it twice a day instead of once a day.
Okay.
So they really need to kind of reach out to their doctor and see what's best for them at that point.
Yeah, that's how my mom was. She know them pills.
Right.
She know what them look like. If we get
colors
her
and everything.
Yeah, the name of she is not gonna take it. My mom, she don't take pills. She good. She good the way she is. We used to it because she don't need it. I feel like she don't need it. I love her the way that she is. So I just don't give her the medicine because they gave her the wrong medicine before, and it made her out of her mind.
Right.
And now my mom's like, I ain't taking no more of that pill medicine, no more. So she doesn't take it. She just take her high blood pressure medicine, her heart medicine. That's all the medicine she takes. But I agree with that because my brother, the pills that he take, it makes him sleepy.
Right.
He be sleepy to the point where I be like, bro, and it makes him sleepy. So I think they do need to come up with another dose, another pill.
Right. Taking it at a different time. Maybe he might need to take it at night when he goes to bed, but it still will be in his body and it still will work the same way as he were taking the daytime. And also you got to remember, medicine is a chemical, so it might work different in my body versus your body.
Yeah.
I might have a reaction to the medicine, you might not. So you got to kind of, anytime you're getting new medication, you need to see what you're taking, monitor any side effects. I always tell people to take just that one medicine and see how your body responds 30 minutes to an hour, so you make sure you're not doing something that's more harmful to yourself, because it is a chemical, even though it is considered medicine.
Yeah, and that's good too. Wow. It's a great conversation. Mental health, boy, that's a good one because I don't know. I think all of us experience mental health sometimes. Mental illness.
Society, you do. I mean, anxiety. just having anger outbursts while you're driving, being